Oh, yeah, pipe smokers. Yeah, you're watching the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. And yeah, you guessed it. I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. Yeah, so this is our New Year's Eve smoke together. So grab your favorite blend, grab your favorite pipe, grab your favorite beverage, and let's have a smoke together. This is going to be a really great show. And I think that we're going to talk about some things in this show that can define certain things that you guys and girls want to accomplish in life. And I'm going to show you there's a couple different ways to do that. And yeah, but we're mostly going to be smoking a pipe and just chatting. Yeah, so do that. I'll be right back in a nanosecond. Oh, yeah, so I got a nice cold Busch beer here. Yep. Let's start something on fire. It's New Year's Eve. Cheers. So I've got this beautiful Stanwell pipe that I restored. It's the pipe of the year for 1997. She's just gorgeous and she smokes great. And inside of that, I've got some Sutliff Balkan 2. Yeah, that I just bought. I bought the last pound of it. It came in today. Sorry, guys. Let's start something on fire. Yeah. Said that like 4 times. Oh, yeah. That is so good. Oh, man. Oh, what a great pipe. What a great Latakia blend. The Sutliff Balkan 2. So it's New Year's Eve. How many of you have a New Year's resolution? A New Year's resolution is where for 2025, for example, you want to change something. That's usually what a resolution is about change. And I was thinking to myself, well, I've never made a New Year's resolution. I've never made a resolution at all. So what you have is there's 2 types of ways to accomplish what you want to accomplish. You can make a resolution, or you can set a goal. A goal is where you score and you win. And I thought about the differences of a resolution versus a goal. I thought in my mind, what's the differences in that, Paul? Then I looked it up. I hit Google and I said, what's the difference between a resolution and a goal? And here is the 2 distinct differences. A resolution is a broad statement of something that you want to accomplish with no particular plan to do so. Let me repeat that. A resolution is an open statement that you make, a broad statement of something that you want to change, or usually it's something that you want to change in your life, but it has no particular plan. Let's talk about a goal. Normally we don't talk about goals. A goal is something that you want to accomplish for your personal self or your family or whatever. Goals can be very broad also, but a goal comes with, number one, the goal that you want to accomplish. So you're here, you want to be here. A goal has a specific timeline and a plan, on how to get there. Let me repeat that. A goal has something that you want to accomplish and a specific timeline and a plan on how to get there. In other words, a goal has a roadmap, and a goal is very rarely set. Yeah, my goal is to save $5,000 this year. You tell your family. Well, how are you going to do that? You didn't save it last year. You haven't saved it yet. How are you going to do that? Or my goal is I want to quit smoking cigarettes. Well, you're still smoking cigarettes, all right? So you say you want to quit smoking cigarettes, but how are you going to do that? You have to write down a plan, a roadmap. So where a resolution is different than a goal is, a resolution might say, I want to drive to San Francisco, California. And you just hop in your car and start driving. You have no roadmap, no GPS, no nothing. You have no clue where you're going. You're just going to, I'm heading west, where a goal is, okay, it's going to take me, I got a GPS. We're going to drive this long, then we're going to stay overnight. Then we're going to get up at this time. We're going to have breakfast. We're going to stop for lunch here. And you have a goal and you will get there. A resolution on, I want to drive to San Francisco, California. I'm just hopping in the car. You're going to be out there and you're lost. And then you're going to ask for help on how to get home. You're going to want to go back to the place that you were before. So resolutions, they're nothing, man. They're just dreams. It's a dream that you set yourself up where you're going to fail. A goal is something that you say to yourself in your mind, all right, okay, I want to save $5,000 this year. I didn't save $5,000 last year. Let's look and see if this is feasible. And goals should be reasonable goals. They should not be goals where you're trying to catch a pass from Josh Allen and it's flying over your head at 16 feet above your head. There's no way you're going to be able to jump that high, all right? But if it's 2 feet above your head, you can jump that high and you can catch that pull that ball in and get that goal, get that touchdown. Success. Yeah. So goals, like I said, they start in your head for a reason, because they start, goals and resolutions start in your head really in the same spot. It's something you want to change, something you want to achieve. Normally, resolutions are something you want to change. Goals can be both. They can be something you want to change or something you want to achieve. If you do not write your goals down and have a actual map, and the goal is reasonable, and you got to write it down. If you don't write your goals down and a roadmap to get there, something that you can achieve, you will fail. You're going to fail. So, let's say Paul the Pipe Guy wants to save $5,000. I want to save up $5,000 this year. All right. Let's talk about that. Okay, so let's say I decide I want to save $5,000 this year in a savings account. I'm going to write down on paper. If you don't write it down, just forget about it. It's just a resolution or a dream. Same thing, really. So you write down all your bills. You write down your net income. You write down, and then you take all your bills, all of your expenses, entertainment, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to get into how to do financial planning. You can do this on your own. And then you write down, okay, I have X number of dollars left over per month. What does that translate in my disposable income? Disposable income is really a relative number that after you pay all your expenses, and you got to figure in entertainment and unforeseen costs, an emergency budget, all of that. Wow, I've fallen short. I could really only save $3,000 a year. Then you go back and you look at your budget and you're like, okay, well, you know what? We really don't watch cable TV that much. It's all bullshit. That's $100 a month. Well, that converts to $1,200 a year. So you look at your budget and you decide, okay, I don't need that. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of this. All right. I can get rid of that. And then you redo your budget, and it's like, you know what? A $5,000 savings for this year is unrealistic. The most I could save is $4,000 if I cancel those things I don't need in my life. And then what you do is you say, you know what? Let me give myself some wiggle room. All right, let's save $3,000 this year. And here's how you're going to do it. And then you have to decide, okay, that's how much I'm going to need to put away each week or each month. Or if you get paid bi-weekly, that's how much you're going to have to put away into an account that's untouchable. By now, you should already have a little bit of an emergency fund, a couple $1,000s, you know. And that's the way you do it, all right? Dreams are never going to be obtained unless, let's say you have a dream that, you know, you're a good Christian man and so forth. You want a godly wife and you're living right. Okay? God can deliver you your dreams in certain ways, but there's a lot of things in our lives that we have to do on our own. I hope you guys are appreciating this video, because this is something that I was taught a long, long time ago. So you write down that roadmap. you don't have a roadmap, you got no way to get there. The roadmap has to include, to get to your ultimate goal, it includes many, many different goals. It's like a sedimentary type of thing. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. It's like walking up steps. And then when you achieve your goal, it's like, wow, man, this is great. I did it. I had a roadmap to where I wanted to be, and I got there. But make sure they're realistic, not unrealistic. Don't make your goals so big where it's going to make your life miserable and uncomfortable to obtain that goal. Because I'll tell you what, having $5,000 in the bank and, you torture yourself for a whole year saving that, you miss out on certain things that you want to do financially. It's not worth it. So set something reasonable. Let me say this again. A resolution is a broad statement with no plan to get there. A goal is something that's written down, it has a specific timeline and how you're going to achieve each of the small goals to obtain that goal you want to achieve for that year. And there's short-term goals, there's medium-term goals, there's long-term goals, and we're not going to get into that. Yeah, another resolution. I'd like to lose 30 pounds. Okay, well, how are you going to do that? You got to write down on a piece of paper, how am I going to lose 30 pounds by next year or within 6 months? You have to look at your diet. You have to look at an exercise program. You have to look at your water intake. You have to look at a lot of different things. And you write all those things down. That's going to guarantee you success if you follow that roadmap. I sat down last night and I wrote down, because my house is disheveled, okay? I got pipes, cigars, tobacco everywhere. And I'm going to change that. It's not a resolution. It's a goal. So I wrote down, okay, today I got up. I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And I'm going to accomplish that before the end of the day. Then tomorrow, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. But they're reasonable. They're reasonable things I'm writing down. I can sit down, take a little break. Okay. I'm still going to accomplish it. And when it's done, I'm going to be like, I feel so good. I accomplished this. I won. And then you set the next bar for whatever you want to do. If you don't write your goals down, they're just as good as a resolution, which is just a dream. It's just a statement. It's just bullshit. I got up this morning and I thought, all right, I got all this that I need to do. My youngest son is coming over tonight. My landlord's coming over tonight. I could sit and hang around the house and do this, do that. Or I can get my ass up, go down, do what I need to do down in the village. But, and I can make a difference. So I could either stay here, do nothing, or I can get up and be like, all right, you know what? I want to make this a nice night. I'm going to go down. I'm going to buy some snacks. I'm going to buy, some steaks in case my son, when he comes over, hasn't eaten yet. We can cook some steaks together. I got bourbon, beer, wine, all that stuff. My son, I've been very blessed with him. My youngest son, Paulie Jr., he went through a very short phase where on an occasion he would overindulge in alcohol, and then he soon realized that that's something he didn't want to do. And so he separated himself from his friends that do that. So I made a change. This kitchen's looking pretty good. This table's starting to clean up good. I wrote it down with a timeline. So if you want to make 2025 different than it was in 2024, if there's things in 2024 that have bothered you that you really want to change, you sit down in a quiet spot. You write down what you want to change. It could be 10 different things that you want to change. And then you put a little arrow over how am I going to change that? You write down how am I going to change that? And then you take a piece of paper for everything you want to change, and you write a roadmap with a timeline on the things that you want to change. But don't overdo it or you're going to be frustrated. Make it reasonable. Make those goals obtainable. Sometimes you may have to stretch yourself a little bit, but you don't want to stretch yourself so far where it becomes a frustration and you just give up and say, I can't do this. You can do this. I don't care if you weigh 600 pounds. If you want to be 150 pounds, you can do it. You write down, I'm 600 pounds and I hate myself. All right? I want to love myself. This is how I am going to love myself. This is how I'm going to change. And write down those things. Research them. Write them down with a plan. Sometimes it may only be like, I'm going to stop eating this, this, and this, and I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get a personal trainer. They'll set goals up in writing for you that are reasonable. They know your body better than you do. And then 6 months or a year from now, you're going to, and take a picture of yourself. Take a picture of yourself. And then a year from now, you celebrate. You're a new being. You're a changed person, and you did it by following the steps I'm talking about, by writing it down. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. I hope this was an inspirational video for you guys. I hope that you realize now the difference between a resolution and goal setting. There's a big difference. I love all you guys. I hope that you guys can make the changes that you want to make, because I do care about each and every one of you. As many of you know, and you can do it. You can do it. Just write it down, and all of a sudden you'll be like, wait a minute, I have a plan. I can do this. But leave yourself some wiggle room. Don't max yourself out. Stretch yourself out as big of a goal as you can, and then reduce it by like 25%. Then you'll be okay. Just write it down. You'll be all good. Trust Paul the Pipe Guy. I love you guys. Over and out.